Hello world, Brian here. I thought I would do something different today. Maybe we could spend a little longer together and really see some things and stuff. The forecast said snow. They didn't say it would be a whiteout. I'm on I-79 South and I can barely see the hood of my old Jeep. Moments like this, your grip tightens on the wheel. You stop thinking about the schedule. You just think about keeping it between the lines. It's funny how a storm triggers memories, the cold, the isolation. It reminds me of where I was a few years ago, lost in a different storm of sorts. I've seen heavy snow before. I lived through the blizzard of '98 down in Beckley. February 6th. I remember looking at the Kroger on Harper Road. The roof just buckled under the weight. People died in that storm. It was a time when nature reminded us exactly who is in charge. Whether it's Parkersburg in 1940 or Elkview today, the snow hits these mountains the same way. It cuts us off. It forces us to stop. But the difference between then and now, back then I watched the storm happen. Today, I have a job to do. People have been waiting 7 days for their mail. It's time to go. This is the reality of rural delivery. The standard mail trucks can't touch this stuff. So, I brought the '94 Wrangler. No traction control, no heated seats, just mechanical grip and 4 low. These neighborhoods, Alexa Way, Lakeview, haven't seen a delivery in a week. They have been waiting for packages and tangible news from the outside world. Some sort of normalcy for the families and individuals, many of whom have not left their houses either. When you're an RCA, you aren't just a mailman. You're the wellness check. You're the sign that the roads are open again. The people I came across on this day were very happy to see me. Usually, this stretch of the route takes me about 20 minutes. Today, I'll be lucky if I clear it in an hour. But when you're the only vehicle making tracks on these roads, you don't rush. We're climbing up toward Jarrett Heights above Indian Creek in the Elk River now. If you look at the old maps, like this survey from 1897, you see why the roads are the way they are. This whole area is named after the Jarrett family, Owen and Eli Jarrett. They settled this land when the only way to get a letter was by packet boat up the Elk River. The mailmen in those days didn't go door to door, and they didn't have cars. Instead, delivery was between the post offices, which served as the general store and town hall, all rolled into one. Truly the epicenter of these West Virginia holler towns in the late 19th and early 20th century. It is really quiet out here too. Amazing at how much the snow deadens the sound. All the wildlife is sheltered away, keeping warm, and with no traffic, you can really appreciate the beauty of nature without all the distracting noise. That is, except for the engine noise my inline six puts out. That and my own continuous version of carpool karaoke I got going on. I just started this rural carrier gig right before Christmas, but I'm not new to driving for a living. For the last couple of years, I was running groceries for Walmart Spark and slinging orders for DoorDash. Just me, the road, and a whole lot of folk punk and metal on the stereo. Honestly, that isolation was therapeutic when I needed it most. It gave me the quiet space to get my head right. But eventually, you have to come back down the mountain. Delivering the mail feels different. It's my way of stepping back into the world and actually reconnecting with the community again.
The valley's hushed and white with snow.
Before Elkview was Elkview, this crossing was Jarrett's Ford. The terrain hasn't changed much in 130 years. The ridges are still steep, the hollows are still deep. We just paved over the mule tracks. Driving this Jeep up here feels like a modern version of that same struggle, just trying to get from point A to point B without sliding off the mountain. The mail is delivered. The road is open. It's a small victory, but I'll take it. I'm counting down the days right now, not to the end of winter, but to a personal milestone. In 86 days, I'll hit 1,000 days of sobriety. A few years ago, a week like this, the stress, the cold, the exhaustion, would have broken me. I would have looked for an escape. But out here, fighting the snow in this old Jeep, I realized I don't need to escape anymore. I just need to keep it in low gear and keep moving forward. The storm ends eventually. It always does. Thank you for riding with me. I spent most of my life taking my home state for granted, and presently I want to spread awareness of what a beautiful place this state is. The people aren't too bad either. I try to share some footage and a new story whenever I can, and in case you need to hear this today, we are in this together. Keep going.